Hey there, it's Boots Owen here. This is a Bush washing machine, an F721QW, but I think this is the same for a lot of Bush and Vestel washing machines. The handle's broken on this one, and that's the issue I have here to fix today. I can get it open by popping a screwdriver in there and releasing that catch. You just want to pull the catch. You want to pull it forward from here, so you want to get in behind it and just pull it forward. Someone's done that already. I've got a new door handle. It's got a part number of that, but that's not the part number that I bought it by. It says Vestel there. I bought it with a part number of, so this is Bush F621AQ. Different one, but these will do loads of different machines. Bush, Logik, Matusi, Montpellier, Proaction, Smeg, which is a good brand, Statesman. So it'll fit loads of different washing machines. It's a Vestel genuine part by the looks of the bags. It should just go in there and somehow grab on this bit. So I'm not sure how to do that, but I'm guessing I'm going to have to take the door apart with a lot of screws. I don't think there's any other way to snap it in there. So let's get to it. I started taking the screws off around here, and then I realized it's probably best if I just unscrew the door. So it's got a couple of Torx screws, and you just unscrew them. Hopefully it might slide off or snap off or something, but that's the second screw that lifts up. Just has two hooks on it like that. So we'll put it up on the bench and have a look at it properly. Now I'm up on the bench and we're in a better position to get all these screws off. There's shorter ones at the latch, which is worth remembering. The rest are longer. So I haven't taken off, there's two more Torx ones over here. I haven't taken them off yet. I'm expecting this to snap off a little bit somehow. Yeah, it's got snaps there and there. Get the screwdriver in. There might be more snaps around. Yeah, so it needs to kind of snap off the whole way around. There's more bits there to snap off. One at the bottom. Just be gentle going with the screwdriver. Should really put a blanket under this, but it's not a great machine, so I'm just not too fussed about it. I don't think I'll scrape it. I'll be trying not to. No, I may need to. No, I don't know. Let's see. Does this need to come apart? No. Oh, I heard something come off there. Right, so we don't need to take those two screws off. They're okay. That's the hinge. The hinge is screwed to the back. Then in here, oh dear. Oh, it might have been a waste of time. Right, so these pieces of plastic are part of the door outer, and they hold the hinge pin. They hold the hinge pin here, which, like this piece here, holds that door handle. So what I could do is I can show this goes like this up into there, and then this is supposed to go in. So I put it all the way back. No, I'm not sure how to get this. I need to push this up. Let's see. You just have to bear with me now. I'm going to faff around a little bit here. This is one of those events when you get yourself sprung with a spring. Could almost do this with my fingers, but it just won't go. So there's that there. There, that's in. Okay. Now, how can we get this handle in place? I wonder. Okay, so you see the issue there is that this pin should be riding on something, and without that something, somebody must have given this an awful heavy-handed go. Right, I think super glue is the answer. The other one is some kind of a weld, but I think super glue would be a start. Let's do what I can to get it all over myself and glue myself together. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, let's leave them there for a bit. In theory, that's fixed now. The next issue is to get this pin here out. So let's try and jog this one across. I'm guessing I wasted my time putting that in, so I'll pull that back out again. Pull this one back out again. Okay. Slide this pin out. It's quite stiff, this one. Let's loop that in there. Put this back in. Right, now I have to get these hinges back in. Let's put this pin in up on top first. Let's put this one in and see if these super glued parts hold. So when you pull the handle out, it pulls that latch back. And that's okay. Now, that's it together. It does seem a bit weird that there's nothing holding this from falling down. There's nothing at all. Like, so this, if you have a look with gravity, it's just the pressure really of the handle itself. There's nothing stopping this from falling out, which is quite bizarre. It's really very strange. The other option would be to melt these with soldering iron, but even then they're very spindly little legs in there. You know, it's a pretty crummy design, if you ask me. There's some dirt now from the bench. All I can do is put it back together at that. It seems a bit crazy, but yeah, all we can do is put it back together. Put the glass on, put the door back on. This will have to snap around. Two little screws went here, I think. I don't remember looking, but I don't remember seeing anything from this side that would have held those hinges in place either. I'll take it apart again and have a look, because it seems an awful design, like really, really awful. So I wonder, maybe something here and here is meant to hold those pins from falling out, and that this little piece here, I guess that's it, is meant to hold this pin from falling out. Seems a bit casual, but I'm guessing that's, oh yeah, look, there is a little tiny little buttress there and a little buttress there holding it from falling out. Yeah, it's no, with the super glue on, I'm giving it a bit of pressure there. It's no looser than the other one, the one that's not broken. Okay, I'll put the screws back in. So I was just going to reassemble it, but then I thought better of that, and I thought I should put some kind of something to reinforce it. So it's glued together and it's probably fine as it is. But I've got this repair putty, so I'll mix up a bit of that and just smudge it in around the bottom on both sides, and I'll put a bit over here maybe as well. I'll see how much I have. I'll wash my hands. This stuff is quite stiff. You need to warm it up and work it together. I've used it recently and it goes off kind of not flexible, but it's not completely rigid, so it's probably about right. But equally, you've got to get the blue spread out, and the blue's quite stiff. I'll spare you. So once you've made a start on this, what I found was rolling it into a snake, folding the snake over, rolling it again, folding it over, and rolling it again. It seems to work, so let's take off a little bit of that, and just want to give it a bit of something around the back. I've got a little poking tool here for like clay modeling and that. Just gonna push it in with that. This stuff sticks to pretty much everything as far as I can tell. So it should give a bit of reinforcement there. It doesn't need to be pretty, it'll never be seen, but it doesn't need to impede the handle either. Leave my fingerprints all over it so everyone knows who did the job. The thing is, I want to sell this machine, so I'll feel a bit better about it if I've done this. I feel like whoever's getting it is getting a better machine out of it. In reality, this should be better than when new, you know. I'll put a bit up here as well, even though this one's not broken, but really just can't hurt. I'm just working it in there. And basically I'm trying to create a bit of a fillet to give a bit of strength, like a fillet weld. To beef up the whole operation. It goes off quite quickly, this, once it starts to set, it sets. Right, now I'll screw it all back together again. Spare you that. I'll actually give this a wipe because there's a bit of dust in there. Screw it all back together. So I've given the plastic a bit of a clean. Not a total clean by any stretch. And I'm just giving this door a bit of a clean as well, just because I'm in here, I might as well. I don't know that any other kind of repairman would ever do that, or repair person, but so I guess the lesson learned here is that before you go buying spare parts, take the thing asunder and see. I thought it would just be definitely that problem, and you know, I only spent about £5 or £7, some number like that on the spare parts. But still, you don't want to spend any money unless you're going to be able to fix it. Right, let's get this door back together. Right, let's put it back together. This divot goes on the top. There's a smaller divot on the bottom. And this should all snap together. We'll hook it in over the latch first. It should all snap together. Third time's a charm, is it? Let's put the screws in. This video went from being 2 minutes long, as far as I was concerned it was going to be, to being, what, 20 minutes or something? Whatever it edits down to. It just goes to show you that, yeah, you wanna assess the situation before you go buying spare parts. I've never, like, it's only a few quid, and if you weren't inclined to fix it, you could leave it. And I guess, like, a bit of super glue made it work, so it wasn't the end of the world. But if you had to go out, and buy super glue, you're talking a few quid, and if you're talking about that repair putty, that might be a £5. This is all just stuff I have at home in the workshop, so not a big deal. But if it wasn't, if you didn't have it, it would be a bigger deal. Now that I've got it all together, I should check the operation again. I should have checked it before I started putting the screws in. Just after I had it snapped, but let's see. Works fine, feels okay, so let's put it back on the machine. So while I have this off, I'll give this a bit of a wipe as well, because this dust over here and behind the hinge, you wouldn't be able to get off if they were there. Then this should hook on. And then there's 2 screws. Let's open it out a bit. It's the wrong size driver. Put in this one. And then this one. And we'll check the operation of the door. If all goes well, snap, open. Like, for somebody to have forced that off, I think what I was told was that it was in a wash and someone tried to open it, and it, you know, it won't open. When the interlock grabs this little tab here, it's not going to let it out. So I don't know what they were thinking, but it probably just weren't. So there you go. That's a new door on a Bush, Montpellier. What else do we say? Bush, Logik, Matusi, Montpellier, Proaction, Smeg, Statesman. Never heard of Statesman. All those washing machines. Not a hard job if it's not broken. If you've broken the hinge off like that, it's more work, but you can do it. It's worth doing, I reckon, keeping a machine going. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Otherwise, thanks for watching. See you later.